All right, dude, check this out. I've got this really badass stick, right? And I want to talk today about finding joy in the little things. Because the context is that I found this stick, gosh, I don't know, maybe like 6 years ago. And it was like, backyard woods, like, just found it. And I was like, wow, this is such a cool stick. I mean, it's got this part right here that's like a hilt almost. And then this part is, I guess, where it broke off. But it makes like a really natural looking like sword. And I was like, dude, this is so cool. I gotta have it. And so I just took it back to my room and I've, tried to keep good care of it. And I was thinking about how there are things in life where we want to buy things, we want to do certain things because we think it'll make us happy. And in the process of doing so, we often forget that the little things, just like a stick, can actually be like really cool. And I just want to explore that because I think that people do not, kind of stop and smell the roses enough. And I mean, I know it's kind of stupid, like, dude, it's just a stick. Like, what are you getting so excited about? But it's just things in your life where, you might normally associate it with just being mundane, like, going outside and the sun is shining. And I mean, it sounds kind of hippie, but like just appreciating that and finding happiness in just the little day-to-day boring things. I think it's honestly a really peaceful way to live when you're aware of that. Another example is this little microphone stand, right? So I had been thinking for a while for my videos, like, I need to find some way to get my hands in it because I feel like I just kind of am expressive that way. But I was always having to hold the microphone and it was just really restrictive, I guess. And so I was in my closet and I was like, where can I, like, is there any way that I can hold up my microphone somehow where I don't have to be holding it and I can just, talk with my hands? And I found this little stand that came with the microphone. And originally I was going to throw it away. I was like, I'm never going to use this. It's not going to be, practical. But I just kept it in my closet for whatever reason for months. And eventually I was like, wait a minute, I still have that little stand. And I, opened it up and I put it on the table. And I was like, this is actually perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. And it was like, it kind of made me happy. I was like, this is just like a little, piece of plastic essentially, but it's just a little thing in my day that brightened me up. And I'm like, okay, like I'm actually like really excited now and I can do exactly what I was trying to do versus just having to, I was going to buy like a $300 microphone, those little like Rode wireless ones you just clip on your shirt. And I'm like, I don't want to spend all that money. So I'm really glad that something like that kind of, blessed me in a way. And I know that sounds stupid or cheesy, but it's true. It's like there's little things that if you don't pay attention to them, if you don't, stop and smell the roses, it's easy to forget how beautiful life can be. If all I was chasing was, like buying a nice car or something, and I'm not saying that wouldn't make you happy, but I'm saying don't discount stuff like this or things that you don't normally think about. Like when I was in bed the other night, I, for some reason, just had the epiphany of like, how am I able to just like move my hands without even thinking about it? Like that's pretty wild to think about, that we can just think of moving our fingers and moving our body and it just happens. And I was thinking about people that can't do that, people that have been paralyzed, or maybe they had some sort of like car accident and now they've lost their mobility. And I'm thinking like, damn, this is crazy. And I don't ever think about it because it makes sense. You're going to take things like that for granted when you literally are able to do it all day, every day, and you're never thinking about it like breathing or something. But just stop and think about the things that you might be grateful for or you should be grateful for that you maybe aren't, or you're not thinking about. Like, I have some cool rocks in my desk at home that I've just found. I'm like, this is a cool rock, and it sounds silly. It's like, literally like a pet rock or a pet stick or something. But I do think that you might find a little bit of happiness in that. And maybe it's not a stick or a rock, but whatever it looks like to you in your life, like maybe opening the fridge and you have food, just things that you are like normally thinking that it's boring or that there's nothing special to it. But when you really stop and think about it, you're like, damn, I'm pretty blessed, or I've got things that I should be thinking about more that a lot of people would really hope to have, or they would be jealous of your situation, right? But anyway, it's just a little quick one. It's a badass stick, man. I really like this stick. But anyways, I'll catch you later.